Alrighty, hello BeamNG Drive users, hello YouTube, this is Joseph here once again. I know it's been a little while since you've seen a video from me. I apologize, I've been very busy off YouTube recently doing other things. But today I thought we would take a look at our first mod in BeamNG Drive. This is a mod, actually a super pack really, of a very cool older GM car. This is actually one of my dream cars. This is a 1981 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Regency. They modeled it after several different variants. They had the older baseline from the early 80s, basically 81, 82, and then they also had them in 83 and 84 variants. They classify it under the 81 nameplate, but there's actually several different body styles. This one here is pretty close to what I would love to own one day, an older, either 82 or 83 Oldsmobile 88 Royale Brougham or 98 Royale. This one's an 88, but nonetheless it's in a sky blue exterior with a crushed velour pillow top seat interior. We're out here at the farmhouse on the BeamNG Southern USA map, and I thought we would take a look at this particular version first, being it is my dream car, and we'll just say it's the early 80s and I am a successful businessman and I was able to buy this car today. So if you look up here, we basically just bought the car. It's got the actual sales representation build sheet up here on the windshield, and it shows the price tag. And if you look in the windows there, you can see the beautiful pillow top seats that the person modeled in the vehicle. It's absolutely pretty. And this one is a 98, so like I said, I was thinking it was going to be an 88, but as you look right here, if I can pull up over here to the fender, right there it says 98, so this is indeed a 98 Regency. So everything works on the vehicle, the cornering lights, the opera lights. Let's see if I can keep it kind of zoomed in here. So the little opera light on the side lights up, and the detail on this vehicle is just absolutely stunning. So I'll just kind of mosey around here a little bit and I'll show you the different features of the vehicle, and then we'll take it for a little drive here in BeamNG Drive. So I tried to change the license plate, but it looks like the person modeled it to have a temp tag, which is fine. In other terms, I would be able to change it to say 81 Olds. So when we look at some of the other models, you'll be able to see the 81 Oldsmobile plate that I'll be using. But this is the exterior of the vehicle. You got a little bit of crumpling on the front fender there. I think that's just due to modeling in BeamNG Drive, but the detail is just absolutely amazing. And I'm going to try and get a look at that Oldsmobile badge. Oh, went a little too far there. Might not. There we go. Perfect. So if you look up there on the hood, you can see the vintage Oldsmobile badge sitting on the hood, and then down there on the grill, you have the 50s era Oldsmobile. I'm going to try and move down the grill just a little bit so you can take a look at it. There it is there. You got the classic Oldsmobile badge, and then up on the roof, or hood rather, you also have the Oldsmobile badge over on the driver's side. So we're going to also take a look here at the fender lights a little bit, and I'll demonstrate the lights here in a moment when we take it for a test drive and show you the different features. But this is a really cool model. I hope I can find more vehicles from this artist on the website. I will be leaving the Mega Pack in the description box below. It's free download, it's got an auto installer, it's very easy to install, and it's just an overall really cool way of preserving some American history. So okay, let's go and start this one up. I believe it's got the stock 350 under the hood. There are several engine options. I will go over those as we continue the video, but for this one I'm going to go on and hop in the interior and just show you the inside. So here's the interior I would go for in my Oldsmobile. I like the beautiful ocean blue crushed velour interior, and there you go, you got the pillow top seats. Split bench, you got an armrest, could sit 6 adults, and you even have, I don't know how well you can see it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in on it very well, I'll see. You even have the warning lights for the different functions, so like right there, if I take the parking brake off, the parking brake light does turn off. So I did put it in park, I thought, but I guess it popped back into drive, which is fine. When you press the brake, I think it automatically wants to drop into neutral. But yeah, so you also got the chrome pedals down there on the floor, so I'm going to hold the brake here. You got the chrome pedals, so we'll just pretend it's been sitting a little while and give it a couple of pumps, and we'll throw it into park again, because that's BeamNG for you. That's not exactly the model itself. But let's go and start this thing up. So we'll hop back out here for a second, show you the outside of the vehicle. So I don't think the upper lights are on at the moment, but I'll go on and hit the brakes here. You got brake lights, reverse lights, so you got the amber brake lights as well as the beautiful reverse lights down on the bottom there. Left turn signal on the rear, right turn signal or hazards. Guess I'm hitting the hazards button. Right turn signal, left turn signal, and I'm sure there's a way to turn the lights on. I'll have to figure that out in the game as we go along. I'm going to press the lights button. Here's the horn, maybe? Nope, no horn. That's okay. It's still a vehicle in progress, which is fine, but we'll go on and turn on the turn signal on the left here. And as you can see, they modeled the front turn signal, the sideways flash or tri-signal, and it even has the fog light down there on the bottom of the fender skirt, which I think is just so cool. And then you also have the rear turn signal on the left rear corner, and there you go. You can see the upper light has turned on, so I guess when any of the lights are turned on, it does activate the upper lights. So okay, let's go on and take this one for a quick drive. I'm going to keep it in park for a moment. We'll hop back inside. We'll hit the brake here, pop the brake off, our parking brake, and we'll pop it into drive. And as you look there, if you look on the center console where the speedometer is, the little gauge does wiggle with the transmission stalk. So that's another little hidden detail. This vehicle is very realistic. So it does have a few sounds that are missing, the turn signals and stuff, but overall, it's really cool. So let's take it for a drive. And this is under those eras of underappreciated classics that I love looking at. I am actually going to stop for just one moment. I hate to do this to you guys, but I also have a cup of tea that I've been brewing, so let me go on ahead and do away with my tea bag, and I will be right back. Whoops. Dropped one of my tea boxes. Okie doke. So, let's continue. Forgot to set the parking brake, but that's okay, it's an automatic. We'll go on and turn our right turn signal on, and you can see the little square on the dash is lit up. Got a little bit of blind spot from that sign in the way, but that's okay. We'll just kind of work around that today. And again, there is several other models to hit a pothole there. There is several other models that we're going to take a look at today, other than just the Royale Brougham 98. But I wanted to show this one to you first because it is my dream car if I were to own one of this particular era of Oldsmobile. It's got a couple of ruts in the road, but that's alright. And we can explore some of the other maps. I'm going to fix the screen calibration here at this stop sign so you guys can see the full interior. There we go, and we'll make another right-hand turn and take the main road. There's no traffic today, so... My grandfather got me into Oldsmobiles at a very young age with his 71 Cutlass S that he owns, and ever since I've just always appreciated these older GM luxury boats. They're just so cool. You don't see them anymore, and they're going to go up in value. I've already seen some of these 98s with this particular color combination going around 15K, so they are going up in value. And here's another view with the vehicle, just so you can take a look. Gotta love the sound of that 350. Zhun, zhun. Sounds just like my Cutlass. There were several other cars that had this body style, I believe. One specifically was the Buick Electra Park Avenue. It had kind of the similar feel of this car. And I'm not sure, but I think the the Oldsmobile, or excuse me, the Cadillac, one of the Cadillacs had similar styling, but I could be wrong. And it does respond just like a real Oldsmobile. It's got the soft suspension. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can kind of take a look at it. I will get some drive-by clips here in a moment, but I'll just show you here if we go off-road a little bit. It does kind of bump around a little bit. Here's a cool little area. You got a fishing dock. Alright, let's get some free driving clips here. I'm going to put it in reverse. I got to be careful though, because I don't want it to fall into the water. You can reset the... Ooh, that's not a very good view there, camera. Don't know what you're trying to do, but we'll just wait for it to change. There we go. Very beautiful car. So yeah, there are a couple of other models that we'll be taking a look at today, but again, I just wanted to start with the most notable model, the 98 Regency. So here's another driving view that you got. You have a kind of a wheel appearance, so it's not very practical for usage in driving, but it's still there nonetheless. So alrighty, I'm going to go on and turn this one off, and I will be right back in a couple of minutes when I have another vehicle to show you. So there's several other platforms to take a look at, and we'll also take a look at some of the different engine options that the vehicle came with as well. So be back in a moment. Alrighty, welcome back guys. So I have gone ahead and grabbed another vehicle that's in this mega pack. This is a 81 Delta 88 Regency. So this is the other model that's available in this pack. As you can tell, it's a little bit different. Not by much, but this is a base model, so you still have the curb lights on the fender skirts, but this one has the dog dish rims rather than the Rally 350s, as I've heard them called by a couple of my enthusiasts that follow me on my YouTube channel. And instead of it saying 98, it says Delta 88 on the skirt, and it says Royale on the pillar on the back of the door, or behind the back doors. rather. And I'm messing with the transmission stalk, trying to move around the zoom, so that's why I was having a little trouble there. But as you can see, it has a little bit different of rear brake lights. The turn signals are still in the pod, but you don't have the large reverse lights anymore. You actually have the small little square reverse lights on the back. And other than that, they're almost identical. It's just the overall body style is just slightly different. So I chose a small different color. This is a more beige flat color, and in the inside I went with a black pillow top seat interior. It's still the same, royal treatment of the inside, but this is more of a baseline model. You do have the warning light indicators and stuff, so they're really not a whole lot different. But the previous one, I thought it had a 350 in it. I checked the build sheet when I loaded it in after I paused the game, and it actually was only on the the 307. So not much different, but it's still enough to be noticed. And I apologize if you've been seeing any of my other desktop. I didn't know that was cutting through in the first portion of the video, but I was showing my desktop on the other screen because I was trying to give you plenty of visibility in the game. So I'll fix that in future videos. But go on and zoom in. You can kind of see the Royale Brome's plaque on the door. You got the wood grab handles on the doors. We'll go on and go to the other angle so you can kind of see around the inside of the car. Here's the back seats. Really cool. And did they model the dome light? Nope, they didn't model the dome light. That's fine. Not really that big of a difference if that's not modeled. But let's go on and take this one for a drive and see how it does with a 350. It's going to be a little bit more powerful, I think. And last but not least, when we take a look at a business-oriented vehicle, I will show you the last engine that came equipped with the Oldsmobile fleet, which is one of the ones that I'm most excited to show you. And I'll show you some of the different configurations you can do with the Oldsmobile 98's. So in the 88, you can change the interior color treatments, and you can change the paint colors, but the 98 has a little bit more of a custom ability. You can change the vinyl top as well as the interior colors with a little bit of a limited treatment, but you can change the different layout of the interior, and then you can also change the color. So let's make a left-hand turn here and see what's down this road. And I apologize for any coughing you hear. I have been getting over a cold, like I said, but I'm almost over it, so it's all good. Gravel road ahead. Okay. I'll have to go a little bit slower. Excuse me. Potholes, and as you can see, the suspension is, active on the vehicle. Very quiet in the inside, minus a little bit of exhaust noise, which is, traditional with Oldsmobile V8s, which I don't mind. Kind of like the sound of that V8 rumble. to keep this speed going for now. And when we get over towards the city again, I'll show you guys the last vehicle. And I might actually load in another map just so you can see the see the highway capabilities of this particular mod. And of course, for all of you enthusiasts who like to, mess around with the physics in the game, I will do a couple of physics stunts with this program and show you how the mod stands up with damage physics. But that'll be at the very end. Gotta love the sound of that 350. Ooh, man, tight turn. And I don't know if the fuel gauge works in this particular game. I'm sure if you turn the unlimited fuel off, it probably will. I have unlimited fuel turned on just for a little bit ease of convenience with playing this game, because some of these maps, they don't have any fuel stations, and it can get pretty irritating trying to find fuel stations, or having to respawn the vehicle just to be able to reset it with fuel. So gonna go over another bridge here. Oops, bumped it a little bit. Didn't do any damage though, so we're good. Didn't mean to bump it. That was my bad. Gave it a little bit of throttle there just to get us up that hill. They did have a police version in the game, at least. I don't know if they actually had police modeled vehicles in real life with the Oldsmobile. They may have been detective vehicles, but I do know that some of the older Oldsmobiles were Secret Service, so it's possible. But it had the Turbo 400, 4-speed. I think the original had the same engine and transmission option as my Oldsmobile Cutlass S, a 350 with a Hydroglide 3-speed. So I don't know if we're going to be able to go anywhere. I wonder if this is just going to be a main loop that's just going to take us in circles. Nonetheless, it's fun to drive. I'm just trying to get us back over to town. Got some potholes. Yeah, this might take us to town. Okay, so this is just a pull-off. Bus stop. And we'll keep going. I recognize this bus stop. I've been here before. Let's turn here and see where it takes us. Here we go. Here's the town. I thought we weren't far, and I was not wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go on ahead and pull this in, and we're going to park it. And I will show you guys the last vehicle for this mega pack. There are a lot to show, but I'm going to go on and just load in the last of the standardized vehicles. We're going to use another 98 for the next one. I could show you the taxi vehicle, but I'm just going to go on ahead and load in another 98, and we'll go from there. So, see you guys in just a minute. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. So, we're still here at the old Oldsmobile 88 that I showed you a few moments ago. But let's go on and swap over to the next vehicle. I did a little bit of a unique combination, just as if somebody had a unique build sheet for their vehicle. But here's another 98. This is another one of the 98 Regencies. It's a a turquoise exterior with white Landau top and red interior. This has the Oldsmobile BF Goodrich, or DF Goodrich, 350 diesel engine. So I know that there's a lot of mixed reviews with the diesels, but in my opinion, they're really cool and very underappreciated for what they are. So there you go. It says Oldsmobile Diesel on the rear deck lid, and I think somewhere else it might say Diesel as well. Could be wrong, but no, at least on the rear corner panel they showed the 350 diesel. So let's go on and start it up, and we'll take it for a little spin and wrap this video up. And as I said previously, excuse me, as I said previously, I will be dropping a link in the description box below for you to be able to pick this super pack up if you're interested in getting it. So let's get started, shall we? Little peek of the crimson red leather interior. In my opinion, it looks pretty nice, especially in the 98 layout. I could have done an all red, but I thought I'd do something a little bit unique just to wrap us up. And don't worry, I will do the physics test in the very end of the video, but we won't be doing this vehicle. I'm just going to generate a random one in the test map, and I will show you some of the different physics that it has, and pretty much call it done. So I will probably have another mod coming up in the next few days, maybe a week. I'm going to try and make this a regular series, but I want to definitely try and keep looking for the mods of this author, because I am very satisfied with his work. So we might take the 98 diesel for a small run on the expressway, and then we'll also do the crash test physics at the very end of the video. Definitely can tell that diesel is pretty noisy, but I'm sure in the real vehicle it's not this loud. They just kind of have a little bit of an exhaust leak loaded in on this particular mod, I think, just to give you a little bit more realism to what the engine is supposed to sound like. I'm going to spin around at that next intersection here, and I'm going to go back and see what that dirt road leads to, and we'll kind of wrap up here on this map. I do like the look of the turquoise blue with that white top, though. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely not a color for everybody's taste, but I think unusual colors are pretty cool. kind of annoying having to work the turn signals independently. With the keyboard, but I'll learn with it. I might try and see if I can, you know, route some keys to the Xbox controller in future episodes. I'm sorry for my cough. As I said, I'm getting over a cold, so that's going to kind of put a damper on my video excellence. Quick hood view for you guys that like hood views. Looks like it just kind of gives us a little bit of a circle, so we'll kind of head back to town here and continue on our way to the next map. I really do like this red interior, though. That is pretty. But I am partial to red interiors because of my 91 New Yorker that I have. So if I can get in touch with the author, I might see if he can replicate the Chrysler products from the 80s and 90s, because those are also very underappreciated, and I think they would be a lot of fun in this game. If he has an email address, I might shoot him a line and see if I can get him interested in doing that. I definitely would beta test for him. Very nice car. Very nice. All around. So I'm kind of partial to the 350 diesel, but I know that the 5-liter 307s and the 350 gassers are more common, so I don't know which I would get when I can afford one, but it just depends on reliability. I know that the 350 diesels are kind of hit or miss depending on which one you get, but I have heard good things about the replacement DX engine, so if I could get one in that first color combination that I showed you, the blue on blue, I think that would be pretty cool. So, alrighty, well, I guess we're kind of just cruising around at this point. I would like to try and figure out how to turn the lights on, but I'll have to look in the key commands, and I will definitely showcase the lights on future vehicles. I know all the lights probably work on this one. I mean, if the turn signals work, headlights should work as well, among other things. So I'm just trying to find a parking space at this point, and then we'll wrap up and go to the the next video clip. I just love old cars with the fender mounted fog lights. That's a feature that a lot of new cars, I mean, they do have them, but they just don't have the same character as these old land yachts do. Alrighty, I'm going to just go on ahead and pull off, and we're going to go on and switch to the next map, and we'll switch back to my dream unit, the 98 Regency Blue on Blue, and take it for a quick spin around the highway on the other map, do the crash physics, and wrap this video up because we're getting close to 45 minutes. So, see you guys over there. Alrighty, so welcome back again. So we're over here at the industrial map on BeamNG Drive, which allows us to take the vehicle on the expressway and get it up to speed. I don't plan to go ridiculously fast in this model, but when we do proceed to do some crash test physics at the end of this video, I will, you know, show you how it does. So let's head on to the to the expressway. I just love the look of this car, especially in this color combination. It is very pretty in my opinion. No need for a turn signal on this one. We're just going to go through the yield sign. I'm going to get over in the other lane. Sounds just like my Oldsmobile, and even shifts right. That's incredible. Has the right shift pattern too. Reminds me of the 3-speed automatics that are in the Cutlass S that I've got. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to go through the tunnel here. It's going to be a big loop. We're not really going to do anything more than just drive the expressway for a moment. And then we'll wrap the video up with a couple of different tests of structural integrity with this mod to see how it performs in BeamNG as a crash test dummy. It does drive like a boat. You know, it kind of wiggles around if I kind of jostle the steering wheel a little bit. It feels kind of like a jelly bean. As you can see there, it kind of wiggles back and forth. But overall, it's a great mod. I am very impressed. So I hope you liked this inaugural, first episode of BeamNG mods. I'll probably be posting more videos as time allows, and I'll be showing you different vehicles that I find. They're not all going to be old, but I do, like I say, appreciate the underappreciated classics. So, oh, there you go. See, it popped the door open. See if I can get that door closed. Oh well. I guess we'll go on ahead and do it now since we've got the door screwed up. Here we go, guys. Wow. Talk about a crunch-ola. The engine just went right through the vehicle. Wow. So, that was one. Really hit it hard on that one, but let's just say we try to do a fender bender or something. I'm gonna just kind of tap it here. There we go. Man, that wasn't even all that hard, and it really did some. Okay, neutral drive. Let's do it into the pole here. Oh, missed it. Wow. Alright, we'll do one more and we're going to wrap this video up, guys. Let's give it a doozy here. We'll drive up a hill or something and really just mess with the physics of this mod. That works, that wall. Wow. Alrighty, so let's go on and just pull it off to the side somewhere. I can get it into reverse, and we'll wrap this video up. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this vehicle with me for BeamNG Drive. I enjoyed making this first video for you guys, and being able to show you one of my dream cars from Oldsmobile. And I hope you found this video informative. If you like the mod, feel free to download it. It's in the description box below. I'm going to try and look for more mods from this author, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.